Hello. Guten Morgen, everyone. It is Sunday, and I'm gonna go ahead and do trash talk. I was debating if I was gonna do it this week. Well, I mean, I knew I was gonna do it, but I just didn't know when. But I decided to try to keep on schedule, probably for my own good, you know. But as many of you know, it's been a rough week for me this past week. Here's a hint if you don't know. But before I get started, I'm going to do a flip through of my Austria snacks. So I finished that journal, and then I made the cover for my next journal here. But before I get started, I'm going to include the box opening, or the, what do you call it? Yeah, opening of the box of my April's snack crate. So I'm going to insert that next. So you'll see that, and then we'll come back and I'll show you a quick flip through of this, and then we'll get to last week's snack trash, and we'll go from there. Just kind of talk about my horrible week last week, because I know you guys just love depressing trash talk. Anyway, all right, so hold on, okay, while you watch this video. Good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday, April the 1st, and yesterday I received my snack crate box, but I didn't open it yet. I figured, hey, why not open it with you guys? So what I'll do is I'm going to open it because I do need to test some of these snacks out before Sunday so I can add them to my next journal. So I'll just throw this video in after the introduction on Trash Talk for Sunday. But yeah, so I received it yesterday, and now let's find out which country we get this month. Indonesia. Indonesia. Hello. You know, that was on the label. It said this, and then it had my name, and I was like, what does that mean? But now I see. How funny. I never noticed that before. All right, so let's look at the snacks. Oh, okay. Let's see, we have some chips. This looks interesting. Chicken onion flavor. Ooh, chocolate. Mini bites. Okay. Choco. This looks almost like the one from Trader Joe's. Remember that I had with the hazelnut inside? So it looks like that. Oh, I've had these before, Pocky, but not almond flavor. I've just had the chocolate, dark chocolate. Box got a little cookies and cream. That looks good. All right, this looks good so far. Triple chocolate. Oh, gotta love the chocolate. This looks like a wafer cookie with probably like Rice Krispie inside. Oh, interesting. Lychee. Oh, I like lychee. Is it lychee? Lychee? Well, you guys know lychee. I always say lychee. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but I love that. Oh, it feels like, okay, so this is like a jelly, probably like a jelly candy. This is a crunchy layer something cheese. All right. Like a cracker, probably. Bang, bang. Okay, here's another crispy one with caramel. Oh, and another Ovaltine. Ovaltine, isn't that like a healthy drink or for older people? What are they trying to say? Chocolate malt cookies, or is Ovaltine just malt? I don't know, but I like malt. A lot of people don't like malt, but I love like malted milk balls and stuff. All right, chocolate malt cookie. All right, interesting. Okay, and then this is all the nutrition facts. This looks like I am going to enjoy this box for sure, because at one, I see a lot of sweets in there, and I can never put it back in the way I got it out, but a lot of sweets and a lot of chocolates. this is going to be interesting. Interesting indeed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to count how many are in there and divide it. Usually I just divide it by 4 weeks, and then I'll pick out a few, like one savory, a sweet, savory, like that. So Indonesia. Okay, I'm going to keep this out because I need to make a cover, and all of them had graphics on their packaging, so I don't have to worry about saving a picture in there. But yeah, so now today when I get home from work, I'm going to work on making the cover. All right, the back is kind of boring. Oh, can you guess? It says, this blurred image holds a delicious secret. Can you guess where we're headed next month? Look closely, channel your inner detective, and take a wild guess. Or just act like you knew it all along. We won't tell. This looks very cathedral-like here. Actually, when I look through the camera, it looks more like a picture than when you just look at it with your naked eye. Maybe if I put it closer. See, this is what it looks like when you look at it with your naked eye. And then when I look through the camera and I kind of hold it far away. How's that? That's interesting. Let me zoom away more. What do you think? All right, you guys, tell me where this is at. This looks like a clock. This looks like a church or some sort of building. So this is going to be next month. So we got to figure that out so that I know. All right. Well, anyways, I need to get ready for work and back to trash talk. All right. So Indonesia. Anyway, okay. So yeah, I already started on those snacks, but I didn't eat a lot of snacks last week. And we did start some new chips, but since they're not empty yet, that trash won't come probably until next Sunday. So let's dive into my Austria snacks, which I finished. So here's my journal. So I used her self-made postcard as the cover, and along with a little bit of advertisements. And then I figured I'd start it like how I saw the box when I opened her box. So there's the tissue paper. Well, not tissue paper, but it's like a plastic bag. And then this is from her envelope. And then inside the envelope, I put a piece of her art. It says, "But first, coffee." Are we ready? Yes, we're ready. And then this one was one of the candies. And this one was the one I looked up on Amazon because I will be ordering these. These are superb. Okay, so when you bite into them, there is liquid espresso inside, and you have to be careful because it is a lot. So if you bite into it, if you don't put the whole thing in your mouth and you want to just kind of like bite into it, there's going to be spillage. So got to be careful when you eat these. So since it was pocket coffee, I decided to make a pocket. And then I took wrappers from the little candies themselves, and I made like a little pocket handkerchief. So that's what that is, sticking out of the pocket. Okay. Here's the card that she sent in the box. And then it's attached to the other, it's attached to the paper that was in there also. This had my address on it. But I figured I'd use that too, so it's pretty cool looking. All right, so then I'll just put it down. I don't know why I'm holding it up. Yeah, here too, so it's not directly on there. All right. So this one was really good also. And I'm just going to tell you right now, most of these chocolates are like 10 out of 10. The vegan, and this is, I don't know what that, dates, I think. Dates and cashew. So this one I really enjoyed. It's just a candy bar, and it was really good. I liked that one. And then there was a box of chocolates, which is this. This was from the box. And so on that, I just kept some of that's not this part. I just kept some of the wrappers. And I had another one, but it broke. It had another scenery, which probably would have gone here, but then it ripped up, so I couldn't use it. But I just, crinkled them up and glued them on there. This piece of paper was also from inside the box. And then we had the Mon Chéri chocolates with the little cherries on the inside. Those are good. I've had these before, but they are very good. They're kind of like the coffee one with a little bit of liquid. And this is from the box, or this was like going across it, and then I just used it as a tab. So I just kind of folded it in half and did it like that. This was another candy bar, full-on candy bar, but it was like in little pieces, like circles, so you could just break off the little circles. This one was also good. It had like a lemon flavor to it, and a crumble. So this is really interesting. This was an interesting one. But yeah, very, very, very good because I also love lemon. So I liked that one too. That was really, and I love the graphics on that one. And then here is I think these are hazelnut, milk chocolate with hazelnut, and I took Vera's Instagram, her spilled coffee crafts Instagram photo, and I put it back there so that I would remember. You know, I mean, of course I'm going to remember who sent me the stuff, but I just thought I'd have her picture in there, and so I use this as a frame. Not saying she's a nut waffle or whatever waffle. I'm thinking that's waffle, but no, nuss is nut. So I'm not saying that she's a nut, but she probably is. But you know, that's not what I'm saying. And then there was also just some dark chocolate, which I love dark chocolate. So this one was 58%. Bitter chocolate. It was good, very good. I liked it. Had almonds and stuff, glazed almonds and everything in it. And then this is what I'm using as my journal card. So I'm going to journal about all the chocolates in Vera in here, in her little box that she sent me. And then that's it. Isn't that cute? And then this, of course, she sent me this bag too. So I used that as my journal cover also. Yeah. So that will go in with the rest of my snack crate or trash snack talk journals. All right. So then I also found the momentum or motivation to do this yesterday, which actually since Thursday night I have been doing nothing but crying and sleeping and just sitting on the couch moping around. But yeah, so I made this. So this is one of the, and I meant to sew this in. This is Sprouts, but I meant to sew it in, but I had accidentally already glued the 2 layers together. This the brown part is 2 layers. And I didn't mean to do that because I wanted to sew it and then glue it together so that you wouldn't see threads on this side, because I wanted it to be the same as all the other ones, as the regular paper bags. So on this one, I just used tape and stick glue on the inside. There's tape going here and then all the way around, and then I just use stick glue. So I'm pretty sure the stick glue is going to end up probably after a while coming off. And hopefully the tape won't, but if it does, then I'll sew it at that time. But for now, seems like it's going to hold up all right. So this is my cover for April. So I just got to stamp April on here. Okay, and then as far as trash, I only have 3 items. Like I said, I didn't really do a lot this week. And our chips will come probably next Sunday if we finish the bag. We bought them local at, where did we get them at? Lazy Acres, yeah, but it's a brand that I hadn't tried yet, but they were on sale, so I figured it's the best time to try it. Okay, so hubby ate these. I tried them. I just tried one little, they are little like dots, like little pebbles, cassava, which he is actually allergic to, but he's allergic to, I think if it's not, like if it's more raw, I want to say, but this is like fried or air dried or whatever. So he tried a little bit and it didn't do anything to him, and he ended up eating the whole bag. He only gave it like a 7 out of 10, but he sure did eat this bag up pretty. I was watching him, you know what I mean? So I don't know. To me, I feel like he should have gave it a higher ranking the way he was eating it. Me, I thought it was too salty. It was chicken onion flavor, so it was kind of like a powdery coating on these, you know. But it was good. I mean, if if I wasn't worried about the sodium, then I would have probably eaten more. But he seemed to be enjoying it, so I just let him. Have it. I probably would have said 8 out of 10. Tic Tac is what they're, and they are little small little things, so it's just cool. I did do the Pocky. I didn't eat all of them. I just wanted to try them. And since they're in their own little wrapper on the inside, I put them up on our snack cabinet, and then so that he can help me eat them. But these, I mean, I like these. I've tried them before, but they're always like kind of dry to me. They have a nice crunch factor. I do love crunch. They do have a nice crunch factor, and this had a nice flavor, like with the peanut butter almond flavor. It did have a nice little flavor, but to me, it's just too dry. Even the chocolate seemed dry, and I don't know why. Maybe it was old, or maybe that's just the way it is. Maybe because there's not really a lot. It's just kind of dipped. But yeah, so this one I would say 7 out of 10. Nothing I rush to go buy or anything like that. The Ovaltine, I tried these. They're just kind of like a sandwich cookie with a cream in the middle. And these were okay. They also were kind of dry, but that was to be expected with this sort of cookie. Kind of like, because I don't know, Oreos don't seem like they're that dry though, do they? I don't think so. This had a good cream to cookie ratio, so it wasn't that, but maybe it was just because the flavor wasn't like bam, It was kind of a bland malt flavor, like nothing too sweet, which is kind of good too. Originated in Switzerland. Originated in Switzerland, but this is Indonesian. Yeah, it's from Indonesia. Okay, so maybe the Switzerland one is probably a little bit better. I'm not sure. But 7 out of 10 for this one also. I would eat it again if you gave it to me, but I probably wouldn't rush out to go buy it. But I would definitely enjoy it if I had it. So yeah, so those are our snacks. I still need to clean it out. I feel something crunchy in there. I don't even know how I open this. It's like stealth. Oh, there it is. Stealth opener. There we go. I got it out. All right, so obviously this is probably going to have to be the page. I'm going to have to cut the bottom, open it up, and just use the whole thing somehow. If I can, I might cut it on one end and just have the second side be smaller. And then this is probably going to have to be the journaling part, maybe like a flip or something. But yeah, but let's talk about the week. See if I can get through this without bawling. But the worst part was my boy Hansi. I don't know if I could do this, but the problem he was having, remember I told you guys last Sunday, was because there was a mass behind his eye. So it was actually inside his skull. So she said, even if they tried to do surgery, they would only be able to take out what they could see. You know what I mean? Like what was probably squishing out from his skull. It was pushing against his eyeball, and that's why his face, like I said, his face was his eyes were tearing, and his face was looking kind of, the one eye was looking kind of swollen to me. And then she said, and you could do chemo and all that. She said, but she didn't recommend it. And so you know what that means. That was not my intent taking him to the vet. I still had hope that it was just allergies or something got in his eye and it was causing it to swell, that kind of thing. But I ended up Thursday having to put him to sleep, and it was heartbreaking, and I'm still having issues. So, and then on top of that, I had to tell my team, finally, I told my team that our lab is closing. They took it well. See, it starts not this Sunday, not today, but next Sunday I start the D-lab process. So I have to train all the machines, from the hazardous waste and all that kind of stuff. And they'll send me instructions on like all the lenses that are going to be recalled, which is pretty much everything. So I have to do all that next week, not next week, the week after. So we start that, and then after that is done, we are officially an urgent care lab. As far as my position, no one's actually sat down and talked to me about it, but my regional did say that it would be, of course, my position is no longer available. There is no lab position in the new and improved lens crafters, but the manufacturing is what they call it, hours that each store gets. Those hours will go to me. And what that consists of, since I'm not actually making the glasses, I'm just kind of ordering them and then they come in already made, is I would be checking quality, quality check before I give them out to the customer. So I'll be taking care of all the ordering, and then we will have some that we still edge. So I don't know if you guys remember my video, but the edging is when we just cut the lens that already has the prescription in it, and we edge it to the shape of the frame. So that part, we still have that capability, but that will only be done for like emergency if we have their prescription in the lenses already pre-made. It's just on a case-by-case basis, and it should be I should be edging about 20% of the jobs. 80% will be coming in from the outside lab already completed. Because I do work in a slightly higher volume lab than most, or store, let's say store than most, I don't know how many hours is the manufacturing hours yet. I think I'll find out probably this coming up week, but I'm just hoping it's 30, at least 30, because 30 hours allows me to keep my full-time position. And if it's 30 manufacturing, then I don't have to worry so much about supplementing some hours by having to work on retail, like sales or whatever, because I am not a salesperson. I'll just tell you that right now. I'm an old dog. I've been doing this for 37 years, and I don't want to learn new tricks. Sorry. So yeah. So if it's like say it's 29 hours, then that means I'd have to do an hour of something else to maintain 30 hours to maintain my full-time status. If you guys understand what I'm getting at. So 30 hours. I hope it's at least 30 hours. Ideally, I'd like it to be like 34. So I can give some hours to Juanito, because I want him to stay on. And if he gets a shift and he's willing to learn pre-testing, which eventually I do want to still learn that part, then, him and I'll work Monday through Friday, he'll work Saturday, and then he'll pick up some shifts pre-testing once he's learned that aspect. And he's done it before, so he can probably relearn that pretty quick. So that's the goal. And then my other tech will just have to retire because we won't have enough hours for him. So that is the work aspect of it. And then, of course, hubby has a surgery this week coming up. So there's that. And then I think that's it for my week, for last week. Yeah, so it's hard. I know many of you know. Many of you know it's hard when you lose your best friend. After what I had him like 13 years, and he was probably about 15. Because when I got him from the shelter, he was on probably a year and a half to 2 years old already. So, but anyway, I can't believe I made it through that. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So I'm just going to make the page now. I probably won't film it. I'll just make it, but I'll just tell you guys, I'm probably going to open this up, make this the page, and then on the back side of this will be these, and this will be my journaling card, and this will be just decoration. Oh yeah, and I do have my receipt, part of my receipt for Hansi, which will be kept in here also. And I did order. I did get to have his ashes given back to me. So when that comes, I'm not sure. I kept his collar, but I'm not sure if I'll put this around the whatever it comes. I don't know how it's going to come. I'm assuming it's coming in a box. Maybe I'll decorate the box, with my own style. But I don't know. I was thinking this would be cool too, like a journal closure, But that would just break my heart trying to get into that journal all the time. But yeah, so I don't know. I may use it, or I may even do an piece of artwork of him. He was always a good subject for my art. So maybe I'll do an artwork and then just have this. If ideally, I would love to do a trash sculpture with him, but I'm not that good. I'm not that good yet. But wouldn't that be awesome to have this? Like, imagine a 3-dimensional head, like sculpture coming out, and then this being on there like his collar. That would be cool. But I'm not that good yet. So we'll see. But for now, he's just keeping me company up here on my desk. Right here. And life goes on. And I'm trying to do my best to go without crying. Yesterday I did pretty good. So today I almost lost it on you guys, but I'm doing pretty good. I'm trying my best. But it's okay. I know it's okay to cry. But man, I was so worn out Friday from crying so much. My eyes were so puffy. I mean, all I could do was sleep because I couldn't see, and my eyes were practically shut anyway. So I pretty much slept all day Friday. But anyway, all right. So let me make this, and then I'll be back. All right. So hang tight. All right, you guys, I am back. So yeah. So first, I accidentally cut. I guess I should just cut the rest. I accidentally started cutting it here, and I realized if I'm making a page, I should cut it on that end. So let me go ahead and just trim the rest of this off. Okay. So to make a page, yeah, I have to remember just cut on that side, and then it'll be a full page. But I'm just always wanting to cut on the seam for some reason. I don't know. Oops, hold on. Sheet is getting a little crooked there. All right, so this is my page. I got a stamp. What week was last week? See, I don't even know. I'll figure it out though. But I just got to stamp the number on here and then rank it. So on the inside, I ended up. This is just decoration. I printed out a couple pictures of my boy, just to fill it up in the background. Also, otherwise it would just be silver, and I don't have any more trash. So I figured, well, you know what? I'll go ahead and put some Hansi pics back here. It was hard trying to pick a favorite. This one is funny because this was at my brother's house in San Jose. And if any of you know the story of Hansi in pictures, he does not like to take pictures. If I whip out my phone, he will turn his head, he will walk away, he will just show me his back consistently. So pictures before this particular picture are him looking this way, looking that way, looking up, looking, back of his head, his ear, whatever. And then finally, I got him to look at the camera, and that's probably why he's like, the heck, like I caught him and I snapped it. And then right after this, I think he realized I got his picture. He walked away from me and went and laid down, like 7-8 feet away from me, which is unusual. Usually he likes to be by my side, but yeah, that was hilarious. It's like I disgusted him for getting his picture finally, but I love it. I love the story behind that one too. And then this was just him a few years ago when I was gardening. He's always, anywhere I am in the backyard, he's always right nearby. He's always nearby, and just he was like a protector. He made sure nothing. Not that anybody would come in the backyard, but he doesn't know that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, those many stories I can tell you of him protecting me from friendly strangers. Guys that just say good morning while they're walking. Oh no, he's not having it. Do not say good morning to me while you see us walking down the street, because he will lunge at you and try to bite your face off. Yeah, it was unpredictable and scary, but yet I liked it because I knew I was safe with him. Okay, so then the Pocky, I did what I said. I was just going to put it on here so I could journal inside. And then I only taped it around like a pocket so I could put the receipt in here for Hansi. And then I'll just journal on there. So it actually, for for only having 3 pieces of trash, it came out pretty good, I'd say. I'm happy with it. And then this will go in here. I'm not using the elastic because I accidentally picked a trash bag that was really thin. So even though it's doubled up, it still seems like it's going to break if I put that elastic on there. So I'm just going to tuck that in and put it over here. Sorry about that. Put it over here in my little trash bin. And that's it. Now, when it gets more daylight outside, I will most likely, because I have to, venture out into the backyard. I have not gone back there since Thursday. But my garlic needs water, and excuse the yard because the grass has grown quite high because with hubby, he just cut it too, but then it rained again, and it's really hard for him with his dizziness and stuff to cut the yard. So I told him not to worry about the backyard right now. He did do the front yard yesterday. So the grass is going to be kind of tall, but I will give you guys a garlic update as soon as I get the courage and strength to go back there, which I will because I have to water it. And I do need to check my loquats before that pesky squirrel gets to it. So I can kind of dilute my sweet jam with some regular jam or some non-sweet jam. So yeah, wish me luck. All right. But I'll give you guys an update at the end of this video. So I will say just for now, I hope you guys have a great week, great Sunday, great week going forward. What is this week done besides surgery? Just getting stuff ready in the lab to close it down. That's going to be my week, unfortunately. But I'll let you guys know on the next video. Hopefully I know by then how my hours are going to be and what's going on. All right, well, I'll talk more about it then. But I really, really do appreciate you guys being here. I mean, it helps. I know it's weird because you're not really here physically with me, but it does help to get it out and to talk about stuff, whether it's work or just daily life or whatever. It just feels good to talk to someone. I'm kind of an introvert, so, I don't really have a lot of friends that come visit or anything. I mean, they could. My friends could, but we're all the same. We all just kind of stick to ourselves. Oh, I guess we're all kind of introverts in a little bit of a way. But anyway, so thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you all. And I'll see you on the next video. I did finish my Scrappy 8 challenge. So I just need to do the voiceover. I'll sit on the couch and do that. So that may be uploaded either today or tomorrow. Okay? All right. So you guys take care. Love you guys. So here's the garlic. Even the ones on that end, remember how short they were? Look how tall they are now. Like I said, excuse the grass. It's I'm just trying to give you guys a visual here. No banana for scale, but that's how tall they are. So they're looking good. I do need to water. You see the soil's kind of dry. My rosemary, still only one little thing, and look, it's looking kind of sad. Well, no, it looks okay. It feels pretty good. But I do need to water and pull out some of these weeds too that are coming in here. I've been pulling them out every week. I feel like I'm pulling something out of here. Yeah, the grass and stuff. So I'll do that too. Let's go take a look at the loquat. And as you see, Hansi is everywhere. It'll be a while. I'm going to try to pick up his poop today too. I think I have the strength to do that. But yeah, here's my loquats. So when they get like this, where there's hardly any yellow on them, like this one's still kind of yellow-greeny, I can pull them. And like I said, I want to get to them before Mr. Squirrel does. So I can try to, got more over there. The side, these aren't ready. See, these are kind of yellowy. They still have time to go. Those in there still look yellow. Got some up there. I have to get the ladder to get to those. The good sized ones over there. They look possibly like they're ready to go also. But yeah, so I'll do that today too. I also need to go to the store and get hubby some sweatpants. He needs some more stretchy elastic pants for his surgery tomorrow. But yeah, I'll be picking these and watering garlic and my other, I have collard greens over there, right there. That, oh, where's my finger? There it is. Okay, those are collard greens. Whoop. That's lemon verbena over there. It's good for tea. And then I have some artichokes, but I'm not sure how they're doing because this tree is causing a lot of shade, and so is this one. This is a pomegranate. Oh, look, got little buds coming out. It's a pomegranate tree. Oh, hold on. Let me get back here. Sorry. Yeah. These are my artichokes. And these, I bought one, was it one or two artichoke plants at Lowe's? It was on clearance and they were looking pretty sad, so it was like $5 each. So we took them and planted them, and every year they come back on their own. You know, we have, and then they spread, so they're kind of going down that way. So hopefully we'll have some artichokes, but again, our neighbor's tree is coming over, creating a lot of shade, and then my loquat tree needs trimming too, but I gotta wait until after harvest, and then I'll cut it back. But all right, so that's it. My garlic. All right, see y'all later. Tschüss.